Hey guys, hello and welcome to Blue Inversion. I'm your host Shayan and you're watching Blue Archive. This is the channel for short tutorials and quick tip videos. So today we're going to look at a better glass shader for Cycles. As you might already know, Cycles is not very well equipped with algorithms for calculating caustics and such transmission light calculations. Although it can, but it leads to noisy renders and a longer render time. So what we are going to do is solve this issue. So we have this glass BSDF here, which looks pretty good in this scene. But if it is a complex scene with a lot of small light sources and complex shapes and a lot of geometry and multiple transmission layers going on, then it gets very noisy and difficult to render, and it also becomes very darker in areas of intersection in the glass in the glass and other areas of the scene. So in order to get rid of those dark areas and to get a clean and faster render with glass, we can use this workaround. So what I have done here is I've used the basic glass BSDF, mixed it with a transparent BSDF, and I've used this factor here. This is the light path node. I've used a ray depth, plugged it into the factor through a greater than math node. So I will explain what it is doing. So we have the number of bounces set in Cycles under the render tab. I'll show it to you here. We have this light path tab here, and we have the maximum bounces for each type of ray. For transparency, glossy, transmission, we have this here. So what it does is once 4 bounces are done, it terminates that ray, and to put it this way, it gets darker because of that, because the ray, it doesn't escape and it terminates there. Although it's not exactly how the algorithm works, I will keep it very simple. So you can say that is the reason it gets dark in those areas where there is a lot of transmission going on and the number of bounces finish very fast, and it has to terminate according to the light path limit set there. So what we are doing here, we are creating a similar thing here. This value here is the number of bounces, and the ray depth means the number of bounces, and then we're limiting that with the greater than. And this value here, like I said, is the maximum number of bounces it will have before it becomes a transparent shader. So it takes the glass shader, then it calculates the light bounce. So here we have set it as 3. So first ray bounce, it is a glass shader. Second, it's a glass shader. Third, it's a glass shader. So we get 3 ray bounces light bounces inside this object here. That is, it still considers the object to be having a glass BSDF. As soon as it goes for the 4th ray bounce, it exceeds this limit, and then what it does is it says Cycles that this shader is a transparent shader now. So the light escapes. So here's the difference, right? The light escapes instead of getting terminated there. So it does not give you the dark patches in the glass shader anymore, and it also makes it much faster to render while keeping the realism intact. And there isn't really too much of a difference between the level of realism, but the render times and the noisiness can be a dramatic change, a dramatic benefit for your renders. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you are looking for well scripted and full length tutorials on more general topics, then please head on over to the primary channel, Blue Inversion, where we have tutorial series and beginner series. And also, while you're there, do listen to the podcast. I've recently launched the podcast there, and let me know what you think. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video if you have any more questions. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.